Getting a replica of a relational database in AWS can be done in a few clicks in Amazon's Relational Database Service. As you can see here, we've got a MySQL database instance running, which we can select and choose to create read replica. This is going to create a replica of our database instance that will be continuously kept up to date in an asynchronous manner and will be read accessible. If we want, we can then choose to break the replication and make it a standalone read-write accessible database. So from here, we're going to specify our read replica instance name. Because we're going to create this for development testing purposes, we'll call it dev-db instance. Now we have a couple of configuration options that we can specify here. We can specify the instance size, which we'll leave as default, as well as the AWS region. We'll leave it as default as well. Our storage options are here, which we'll leave as is. Our availability as well, we can modify. We're going to create this just as a single database instance because it is for testing purposes. Our connectivity can be changed, which will allow our database to be accessible maybe in a different network. We can modify our database authentication. We're going to keep it as password authentication, the same as our source database. And then finally, we have a number of other additional configuration options that we can change, things such as performance insights, monitoring, and logging. Finally, we can also make changes to our maintenance, such as minor version upgrades. We'll click on Create Read Replica. This will kick off a snapshot of the source, and it will create a read-only replica that will be continually updated using asynchronous replication. We'll just pause here for this to finish. Okay, now that it's finished, we're able to either access this database in a read-only manner, or if read-write access is required, the read replica can be promoted to a standalone database instance. What we'll do here is we'll select the replica and we'll go over to Actions and we'll choose to promote. Because this database will be used for testing purposes, we'll disable the backups and we'll click Promote Read Replica.